Hello YouTube, this is Ziggy J, and I don't really post on my channel a lot, just because I really don't have time to be a full-time YouTuber like that. But this video is kind of different because throughout my career on YouTube, um, from about 2009 to now really, I've heard and I've watched videos from groups like True Force Loneliness, MGTOW, from Big Boss Calvin to Sandman to just these guys who um, are kind of fed up with women. They're tired of women, and they just do not want to deal with women anymore. And I think I'm starting a small video series about dating and women, because I am a woman. But what makes me different and special is that I am interested in women. So I have first, hand experience with dealing with women and how they are and how they behave. Now there are other bi or lesbian women out there who do videos on women and how to, women as far as giving advice to men on how to deal with women. And this is kind of the same thing. This video is going to be about chasing women. A lot of guys, especially young guys, like I'll just name a couple YouTube channels: Kent TV, Savvy Guy, Jamil. He's had a couple different screen names, but Jamil as well. They have voiced their frustrations over the years with women not being able to attract women, and when they do get a phone number from a woman, just completely getting ignored. They get fake phone numbers from these women, just all kinds of crazy things. And this video is, targeted towards them and other guys out there. But chasing women is something you should never ever do. And a lot of guys, what they do is they'll put women on a pedestal because she looks good. Now, we all, including myself, like women who are attractive. But the worst thing you can do is put a woman on a pedestal no matter how she looks. Her looks are just looks, that's it. If she has nothing that else that she's bringing to the table, do not bother with her. Just don't. It's just not worth your time. Looks come and go, they're just so superficial, and they're that way for a reason. Now, as far as chasing women, you don't want to chase women whether you're in a relationship or out of a relationship. You don't ever want to be asking women for dates. You don't ever want to be asking to spend time with a woman. You don't ever want to be asking for a woman's time, constantly calling her, constantly texting her. And I know this is not new news. A lot of PUA, a lot of relationship advice guys on YouTube say the same thing, but I think it's an interesting perspective having it come from a woman who is um, interested in women and who deal with women. So you never want to chase a woman. You always want the woman to do the chasing, which is fine because women love to chase. It's common knowledge that women like mystery. They like knowing if a guy is going to call. They like knowing if a guy is going to text. They like knowing if a guy is thinking about them, what he's doing, who he's doing it with. They love this. So if you're constantly calling her, texting her, making yourself available to her, constantly asking her, begging her to spend time with you, when does she have time to think about you? When does she have time to want you? When does she have the time to want to chase after you? Well, she doesn't. Um, I mean, you're constantly there. You're always available to her. You need to be scarce to women, whether you're in a relationship or out. And yes, even in a relationship, you want to be scarce. Now, that's not to say that if you're with someone to ignore them or never spend time with them. No one's saying that. But be scarce. Don't make yourself available to women all the time. If a woman calls you, there's nothing wrong with you letting the call go to voicemail, especially if you're doing something. A lot of people, a lot of men, they will drop what they're doing to answer their phones for their girlfriends or the woman that they're interested in. Never do that. If it's not an emergency, if she's not in the hospital dying, if she's not in a car accident, Do not answer. Do what you're doing. If you're working, work. If you're eating, eating. Eat. If you're, watching TV, finish watching your show. Do you. Focus on what you're doing. If she is, like I said, unless it's an emergency situation and she needs you and she's in the hospital hemmed up, fine. Of course, answer that call. But you don't have to answer every call that comes to your phone. You don't have to answer every call. I mean, that's irritating. You don't have to do that. You don't have to answer back every text. You know, if she texts, hey, what's up? Give it, maybe, text back when you have the time, when you feel like it. Don't be obligated to have to respond immediately. It's just, women do not like a man who is predictable. They don't want to know that you're always available to them. And oftentimes what women will do is start using you as a doormat. Whenever I want something, whenever I need something, I could just call up Fred and he'll always be there. I mean, you don't want that. You don't want that outside of a relationship or inside of a relationship. You want to be scarce. With my last two ex girlfriends, I it wasn't common that I ever called or text them first during the day, because I'm working, I'm cleaning up, I'm sleeping, I'm doing other things. So, oftentimes, they would say, I haven't heard from you today. How are you today? I haven't heard from you. I missed you. I was thinking about you. And I'd be like, I'm fine. Yeah, I was just doing this. I was doing that. I was busy doing this. How are you? Missed you too. Kiss, kiss. And, we would go about our days. But I gave them space to think about me. I gave them space to want me. I gave them space to desire my attention and my companionship. It wasn't always there. It was kind of like, in a sense, it was a gift. Not to be arrogant at all. This is not anything I'm saying. It's not nothing in arrogance. This is just what I know women like. So my attention, my time, considering, we never get that time back, is valuable. So me giving you my time is a privilege. And it should be a privilege to everyone. It should be a privilege. Your time as a man should be a privilege that you give to women or a woman. So it's nothing wrong with taking time to respond back to that text, taking time to respond back to that phone call. Actually, you should be doing things anyway that will require you to, not be able to be attached to your phone. You should have things going on in your life. Anyway, do not chase women. Don't do it. Don't. And it's not to say to be a jerk and ignore them all the time and never spend time with them. And of course not. But don't chase them. You want them to want you. You want them to say, hey babe, I miss you. How about you come over? Or hey babe, let me fix you dinner. I'm gonna come over there. Or let's go out. I've been thinking about you and I wanna, go see this. I wanna go do that. You want the woman to be doing that. You want to put the woman in that position. Because a woman who is constantly desiring you won't take you for granted. A woman who knows that your time is, valuable will not swindle it. A woman who knows that you have a life knows that she has to earn her spot in your life. But a woman who knows that all you're doing is sitting on your couch playing Call of Duty and playing Dragon Ball Z and Kingdom Hearts, and that, whenever she needs you, if she needs you, she can just get you to come over and, snap of a finger, is a woman who's going to take you for granted. Is a woman who's going to get sick of you. Is a woman who's going to get tired of you. So, like I said, I may do a little video series about just dating and TFL and how to deal with women. But for now, I'm just doing this video as kind of like a video response to, just the TFL crew out there who just don't really understand women. They're just tired. They're just getting really fed up. And I understand women are complicated creatures. We are. And, Even within the LGBT community, women act the same way. We're not different from straight women. We're not. Women behave the exact same way. A woman is a woman, doesn't matter who she's attracted to or who she dates. A woman is always going to be a woman. So, and women love mystery. We all know this. This is not new. Women love mystery. Women love to be kept wondering. So that was my little 2 cents on chasing women. Never, ever, ever, ever do that. Um, be discreet, be scarce, and don't chase after women. Let them chase after you. All right. If you have any questions, any comments, concerns, agreement, disagree, or you agree, just leave a comment in the section, or leave a comment in the comment section. Thanks.